Yes.
Can you send me a PDF of Merchant? Are you able to do that from where
Not
you are?
now. No, I can't. I have to get back to delivering my mail now.
Oh
So,
dear.
but just want to say, welcome everybody. This is yeah, I'm in the dark here because I'm still
Hey,
out
Michael,
delivering.
I'll send you the script.
Oh, great. Thank
Oh,
you,
you
Jen.
can send it. You have it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have it.
Jen. Send it to me because
Great.
I want to do a reading of it. I'm waiting for Virginia.
Yeah,
If
I can do
Virginia
it.
Okay.
doesn't do it, Jackie, you want to do it?
Sure. You have to
I
send
I, I
we
I
sent
can do it
some
too.
okay.
I sent some notes to Virginia about what the approach I want to make anyway.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, this is an open forum. We try to have an open forum at least, once a month for the first Thursday, where we give people a chance to share some Shakespeare or to talk about things that are meaningful to them with Shakespeare or with other writers as well. And so welcome everybody. And I mean, you'll have to make contributions because I have to go back to delivering the mail. So,
You
but
have
I'm
to go
I'm
back
very
to work,
happy
Paul. Oh
to.
dear.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I was hoping I'd be done, but I still have a big chunk to do. So I've got to get back to that. But Matt, you're a co-host, so you can see if there are people. As I think we have Emily is an attendee. I guess if she just wants to stay and listen, she can
Yep.
stay there. But you can promote people, and we've got in addition to um, everyone we see. Also, Ken is here, Kitty, Kevin McGrath. I don't know who you are. Thank you for coming. Uh,
Yeah, hello, thanks. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I can't get my physical presence to come through. I've been trying to adjust it, but I'm glad to be here and interested in what you're doing.
great, great. Well, thank you. You're welcome to, and let's just enjoy and celebrate because I think that that's one of the great things about working on Shakespeare and other great writers is it gives us the language to be able to express ourselves more fully. And I know we've got Jackie who's going to be doing a sonnet. So, and then you guys can figure out what you want to do next. So, thank you all so much for coming.
See you later, Paul.
See you later.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a Shakespeare sonnet.
Okay,
All right.
yeah,
Here
whenever you're ready.
from okay, number 27 from the little book here. Okay. Uh Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed, the dear repose for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head to work my mind when body's works expired. For then my thoughts from far where I abide intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind do see, save that my soul's imaginary sight presents their shadow to my sightless view, which like a jewel hung in ghastly night makes black night beauteous and her old face new. Though thus by day my limbs, by night my mind, for thee and for myself, no quiet find. That's
Very
it.
nice.
Anybody else want to do some stuff? Right.
I'll join in a scene with somebody.
I wanted to ask if there's a problem with echo when I'm speaking
No,
because
not tonight.
No,
You're
oh
sounding
good.
good.
Okay.
night.
There's a faint echo coming around from somebody, but I don't think it's you, Ken.
Uh-huh.
Do you all have the second part of Henry the Fourth?
I do.
You got it
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
with
I have it if you'd like me to do something.
yeah. Well, I was going to do the hostess. You want to do Falstaff?
Yeah,
And
I'd love
Jennifer,
to.
you
I
want
just have to
I,
run into
I'd
my
like to
What would
do
you like me to do?
Falstaff.
What would you like me to do, Jackie?
oh, do you have the script?
Yes, I have it.
Okay. Well, if you all have the script, you could do the justice. Okay,
Okay,
Falstaff.
I'll play.
It's page
Okay.
32 where Falstaff said, what is the gross sum that I owe thee? Want to start there?
Okay.
Matt,
What page
page
in the book?
32. 32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait till you have it. Do you have it?
Um,
Everybody have?
okay.
What is it? Part 1 or part 2?
Part 2.
It's Act 2, the second part of Henry the Fourth. Do you have that one?
Let
Very
me
nice.
I should be able to drop it into chat. Let me see if I can do
Which
that.
scene are you doing?
Oh, the Act 2, Scene 1.
Oh, who's that? I have to look it up. Because I love Shallow. I love to play Shallow. Is Shallow in that scene? Yeah,
No, no,
he's not in for a while.
What
Shadow.
scene is it?
Oh, it's Act 2, Scene 1, page 32.
Act 2, Scene 1. Thank you.
Got that?
I'm still looking.
Let me see. It should have meant to send that to everyone.
I've got the book, so I've got a different
Okay.
Act 2, Scene 1.
All right, and I just dropped the puck editions into chat for everyone as well. So Jackie, did you want to read the scene with Kenny, and then Jennifer, maybe you and Kevin could have a crack at it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, well, who's going to start Falstaff on page 32, where he says, "What is the gross sum that I owe thee?"
Kenny, did you want to read that, or shall we have Kevin read that?
I would love to do. I was muted for a moment. Yes, I would like to read it if it's
Okay.
all right.
You
Let's do
got it?
that.
Let
You
me
mean
know.
the part of Falstaff?
Uh-huh. Act 2.
Okay,
You know, you have the page 32 on the top.
I have it. Are we ready to begin?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. What is the gross sum that I owe thee?
Oh, now, if thou wert an honest man, thyself and the money too, thou didst swear to me upon apostle gilt goblet, sitting in my dolphin chamber at the round table, by a sea cold fire on Wednesday in Whitsun week, when the prince broke thy head for liking him to a singing man of Windsor. Thou didst swear to me that as was washing thy wound, to marry me and make me my lady thy wife. Canst thou deny it? Did not goodwife Kitch, the butcher's wife, come in and call me gossip quickly, coming in to borrow a mess of vinegar, telling us she had a good dish of prawns, whereby thou didst desire to eat some, whereby I told thee they were ill for a green wound, and did not thou, when she was gone downstairs, desire me to be no more familiar with such poor people, saying that ere long they should call me madam, and didst thou not kiss me, and bid me fetch thee 30 shillings, so I put thee now to thy book oath tonight, if thou canst.
My lord, this is a poor mad soul, and she says up and down the town that her eldest son is like you. She hath been in good case, and the truth is, poverty hath distracted her. But for these foolish officers, I beseech you I may have redress against them.
Somebody read Sir John.
Sir John, I am well acquainted with your manner of wrenching the true cause the false way. Does not a confident brow, nor the throng of words that come with such more than impudent saucings from you, can thrust me from a level consideration I know you have practiced upon the easy yielding spirit of this woman.
Yes, and troth, my lord.
Prithee, peace. Pay her the debt you owe her, and unpay the villainy you have done her. The one you may do with sterling money, and the other with current repentance.
My lord, I will not undergo this sneak without reply. You call honorable boldness impudent sauciness. If a man will curtsy and say nothing, he is virtuous. No, my lord. Your humble duty remembered, I will not be your suitor. I say to you, I desire deliverance from these officers, being upon hasty employments in the king's affairs.
You speak as having power to do wrong, but answer in the effect of your reputation and satisfy the poor woman.
Come hither, hostess.
Okay, good. Kevin, did you want to read that same scene?
Um, I can't find it. I'm sorry. It's King Henry IV, Part 2,
Part 2.
Scene 1. Is that correct?
Act 2, Scene 1. And it's on
Act
page
2. Okay. Okay.
and it's in page 32
Act
of
2.
the
I'm sorry, I
puck
was on
edition.
the wrong act.
That's okay.
It's
Jennifer,
No,
did you want to read Mistress
Yeah, we
Quickly?
could. Sure, why not? Okay.
And Angus, would you mind reading Shallow?
Okay, so we're on
Just
starting
a
on page
second.
32.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd have to get the script up.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
carry on. Find someone else to do it.
Okay. I
Okay.
can do it.
After the Chekhov one, I stayed up so late. My Friday was misery. So
Oh,
I wasn't going to
no.
do this, but I'm doing my American taxes at the moment, and it's driving me crazy.
Oh, wow.
I need a break, and I thought
You're
I'd
doing
just
your
stop
American
by
taxes.
and say hi to everybody. You know,
Sure. Well,
It's
that
sort of
that was a
10
lot of fun the other night.
10 to 1
Yeah.
in the
Could I
morning for
ask
me.
for the first line of Falstaff?
Okay.
What is the gross sum that
That
I
I
owe?
owe thee?
Yep.
Yeah, it's right near
What
the
is the
top.
I'll go ahead and
gross
read.
sum?
I'll go ahead and read Shallow then. All right. Okay. So I'll give you the lead into to Falstaff's line. How comes this, Sir John? Fie, what a man of good temper would endure this tempest of exclamation. Are you not ashamed to enforce a poor widow to so rough a course to come by her own?
I'm sorry. Do you have a line that I can find? I've got.
Top of 32. I just gave you the cue line.
I can't open that.
Okay.
Whatever
It's
that thing is you put on there.
Falstaff's line is, "What is the gross sum that I owe thee?"
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Who's talking to him?
This is
I've got
hostess, Mistress Quickly.
Northumberland, Lord Bardolph, Travers, Northumberland, Morton.
Yeah, no, I think I went too far.
Second part of
False, you're
Henry the
playing
Fourth?
Falstaff.
Yeah, Act 2, Scene 1.
Yeah.
You had the
Two.
right
See,
script, the
damn
second
it.
part of Henry
Okay.
the Fourth?
Yeah, I went too far back. Okay. Act 2, Scene 1.
Let us know when you found it.
Let's see. I can see how now whose mare's dead. What's the matter? Wave varlets, draw Bardolph. He's talking to the hostess.
Yeah, it's right before
Oh,
her big
okay,
speech.
you're on page 31.
He can't, Jackie. He doesn't have that edition.
Oh.
He can't
Yeah,
open it.
I've got a complete works by Arden
Oh,
that
well,
I'm going
next-
through.
the next page you would have is what is the
Oh,
gross
he's-
sum
what
that
is the
I owe?
gross sum that I owe thee?
There we go.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Okay, sorry.
That's all
Apologize
right. Well,
for
now
the
that we've all found our place, I'll go ahead and I'll give you that cue line again. If we're all ready.
Okay.
How comes this, Sir John? Fie, what a man of good temper would endure this tempest of exclamation. Are you not ashamed to enforce a poor widow to so rough a course to come by her own?
What is the gross sum that I owe thee?
Very, if thou wert an honest man, thyself, and the money too. Thou didst swear to me upon a parcel gilt goblet, sitting in my dolphin chamber at the round table by a sea-cold fire, on Wednesday in Whitsun week, when the prince broke thy head for likening him to a sainty man of Windsor. Thou didst swear to me then, as I was washing thy wound, to marry me, and make me my lady thy wife. Canst you deny it? Did not Goodwife Keach, the butcher's wife, come in then and call me Gossip Quickly, coming in to borrow a mess of vinegar, telling us she had a good dish of prawns, whereby you didst desire to eat some, whereby I told thee they were ill for a green wound. And didst not thou, when she was gone downstairs, desire me to be no more familiar with such poor people, saying that ere long they should call me madam? And didst you not kiss me and bid me fetch thee 30 shillings? I put thee now to thy book oath. Deny it if thou canst.
My lord, this poor mad soul, and she says up and down the town the eldest son is like you. She is in good case, and the truth is poverty hath distracted her. But for these foolish officers, I beseech you, I may have redress against them.
Sir John, I am well acquainted with your manner of wrenching the true cause, the false way. It is not a confident brow nor the throng of words that come with such more than impudent sauciness from you can thrust me from a level consideration. I know you have practiced upon the easy yielding spirit of this woman.
Yes, in troth, my lord.
Prithee, peace. Pay the debt you owe her, and unpay the villainy you have done her. The one you may do with sterling money, the other with current repentance.
My lord, I will not undergo this sneap without reply. You call honorable boldness impudent sauciness. If a man will make courtesy and sign, he is virtuous. No, my lord, my humble duty remembered, I will not be your suitor. I say to you, I do desire deliverance from these officers, being upon hasty employment in the king's affairs.
You speak as having power to do wrong, but to answer in the effect of your reputation and satisfy the poor woman.
Come hither, hostess.
Right. Excellent.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
call
Oh, okay.
that good. We'll call that good. Oh, sorry. Oh, Kitty was just jumping down. Okay. Does anyone else have anything that they wanted to read?
No.
If
It
somebody
is
wants,
disturbing that Shakespeare is becoming relevant again. What's appearing on my I think it's my Facebook feed. Somebody's put one of Ian McKellen's little moments when he does the Thomas More speech about the rebels demanding that the strangers be thrown out, which touches, I would suspect, a number of raw nerves. Well, not that the ones
I think
in
that was
power
last
over
night on
there
Colbert.
actually read Shakespeare. I mean, you probably don't know who he is.
How lucky are we that we're able to have someone with the stature of Ian McKellen to be able to put that forth and so strongly and well read that scene so without any fancy airs that someone who's not versed in Shakespeare might be expecting. It's like, just no, these are the words.
Yeah, it was in the Jimmy Kimmel show, I think. Was it?
Colbert,
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, Steve Colbert, and that he just walked forward and did it. Oh God!
Yeah, that's the stuff.
But people who think Shakespeare isn't relevant, of course he's relevant
every
because he
day.
understood people, and
Yeah, of
people
course it is.
really don't change. The evil people today were evil people then. The good people today were good people then.
For better and for worse, we don't change as much as we
Yes,
would like
indeed.
to.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Right.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer dropped Much Ado into
And now I want to do how about the scene between Benedict and Beatrice right after the wedding?
Oh yes, nice one. I have done Much Ado, I think, on stage 3 times, but I always play the straight guys. Claudio, Don Pedro, and then Leonato. Nobody ever wants me to play the comedy ones because I'm not funny.
You're not funny. I find that hard to believe.
It's just not funny.
Well, do you want to take a crack at
No,
Benedict
no,
here,
no,
or
no, no.
All right.
Let the people who knew you
Well,
take it, Matt, or maybe
Oh,
Michael.
Michael,
I played Dogberry.
Michael, you
Yes.
wanted to read Merchant of Venice too. Let me know what you wanted to read.
Oh yeah, Michael's
He's gone
not
at
on
the
camera
moment.
right now.
Matt, I want to do like I said, Much Ado. Let's say
Sure.
Act 4, Scene 1, starting on page 87, where if you're Benedict and you start Lady Beatrice, have you leapt out this while?
I'd be happy to if I can find
Thanks.
where. There it is. Find where I downloaded
Thanks.
it.
Okay.
Page 87.
Yeah.
I haven't read this in a little while. Okay, Friars.
But once read, never forgotten.
No, Absolutely not, especially these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you want to go from, Jennifer?
Why
From
don't we
the top?
start at page 87 where near the top where you start with Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while? It's like
Sure.
right when everybody else has left and they're the only two left.
Absolutely.
What page did you say?
Page
87.
87
87, okay.
in the PDF. Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is that not strange?
Strange is the thing I know not. It was possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear by it, need it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest I love thee.
Well then, God forgive me.
Oh, what offense, sweet Beatrice.
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
No, not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone. Though I am here, there is no love in you. Nay, I pray you, let me go.
Beatrice!
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is not approved in the height of villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor? Oh, God, that I were a man. I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out of the window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wrong. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. Surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, confect, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake. Or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be with a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, good Beatrice. By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so leave you. By this hand Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead, and so farewell.
Thank you.
I would eat his heart in the marketplace. God,
That's a
Beatrice is
beautifully
best.
crafted little speech. There are what, 5, maybe 6 beats in it. You know, that theater game where you toss the ball as to who's got control of the speech. You can see it just bouncing back and forward between them as they take the upper hand and then realize they back off. Gorgeously written.
Oh,
Yeah.
Classic stuff.
extraordinary. And
Michael,
just the two of them on stage together.
What did you want to do, Michael, in The Merchant of Venice?
Okay, Act 5, Scene 1. Now, thank you, Jennifer. She just sent
You're
me the
welcome.
PDF. Do you guys have it? Because what I need is we need 4 players. I just
Okay,
want to
I'm in.
do the scene with Lorenzo and Jessica, and then I need a Stefano and a Lancelot.
What do you want me to read?
I want you to, yeah, but the thing is, I sent Virginia an email. And if you could just look over the email to share with you. So I'm giving you a directorial choice here. Okay.
What is she in the chat?
I'm directing the scene, in other words, and I'm giving you a directorial choice of the choice that I want you to approach this scene with.
Wait, let me.
And if I can send you the email, that would be great. If somebody wants to do a scene, I can send it to you, forward it to you right now if you
Do
want.
it right now. Send it to me
I'm
right
going to forward you to the email that I sent to Jennifer. Sent it for Virginia.
While you guys are talking about that, just going back to Much Ado, I was always struck when the BBC decided to film all the Shakespeare plays. Some of them were dreadful, but Much Ado was absolutely super because when Benedict came in and started the opening speech, he was looking for her, and she was looking for him, and you realized they were in love with her, and he screwed something up terribly. And you don't work out until halfway through that he must have chatted at some girl and not realized how she would react being the sort of typical male soldier. But you knew from that moment they were fated. And they were sniping at one another, but it wasn't coming from hatred. She was upset. She felt cheated. She felt betrayed. And he, being the macho male, just didn't get it. And he had no idea what he screwed up. And the whole thing was in that that sort of short few lines when he walks in, finds her. Yeah, it's great.
Those moments that don't need to be filled with sound, those moments of silence, and where the acting can come through. We've been with those characters for a while, and then we could just let them live in those moments. It's just great stuff.
It's one of the things that upsets me
Anybody else need the
about
script?
both television and film these days. They assume the audiences are stupid and don't get it, and that they're only going to get the emotion of the scene if they put suitable music underneath it.
Manipulate them. You don't need
and the music tells you how you should feel because you're not capable of feeling anything, you know.
That's a real problem. Now the Brits don't do that as much as the Americans.
Oh well, they do. No, they are still doing it. But if you go on, some of the channels have been showing some of the old plays for today that BBC television did way back, and they don't use music at all. You're just left with the performances.
Oh, you mean American Studio One in the original theater that they were doing in early television? You're talking about?
Well, the BBC did a thing called Play for Today back in the 70s.
Right, the Americans
60s, 70s,
did that
80s, yeah. And America did the same thing. You know, I don't know where it came from. This idea that we're all stupid.
No, here's the joke. Miles Davis made a joke, I think it was, about it. Maybe he was quoting. He said, American women don't feel real emotions. They feel the emotions they watch on TV.
Oh, God. That's a little bit cruel.
Yes, it was a little bit. It was kind of generalization to say that about American women. But, the Guess Who did a song about it.
So what do you want to read? Who do you want to read what, Michael?
I'm sorry. I'm in this cynical mood. I don't agree. It's not all American women. it's America. We are very, look, we're a Cancer nation. I know you don't believe in astrology. We get caught up in sentimentality, and protection of our own is if we think we're the only home on the planet. What is that joke that Mel Brooks said? Let them all go to hell except Cave 17. We didn't have nations, we had caves.
So, Michael,
That was
what scene did you have in mind from
All
Richard?
right, Act 5, Scene 1.
Ah.
And I did you get the email, Jack?
Yeah, I
Jackie?
do, but what page do you want? I don't know
All
what.
right, it starts on page 108.
You
Yeah, right down at the bottom.
number.
Enter Lorenzo and Jessica. Act
This
Quinta.
was
Oh,
I love
okay.
this scene. This was the
What
very
do I
first
do?
play
Read
I ever did.
Jessica? Do I
I
read
played
Jessica
Lorenzo.
or what?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Can we
Okay.
just take
Okay.
a moment and chat amongst yourselves while I get a drink of water?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Okay.
So what part is available?
Let's
Yeah,
Lorenzo,
yeah. Who wants to do
Jessica.
Lorenzo and who wants to do Stefano?
Are you
Whoever
going to?
wants-
I'll do either one.
Kevin, why don't you do Stefano?
Yeah, you do Lorenzo.
Okay.
I'll read Lorenzo.
Yes. Okay.
And
I'll be
you,
right
Let me-
back. Okay.
Jennifer's going to read Fair
What
Jessica.
does Michael
I'll
read?
read Jessica, I guess.
Michael, what are you reading?
I'm sorry. I'm doing Lorenzo. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I meant
Yeah.
Lancelot.
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
doing Lancelot.
I'll do Lancelot.
I'm doing
Okay.
Lorenzo. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. That's all.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
I guess I'll read Jessica then.
No, I'm reading Jessica.
Okay.
I
Oh,
already
okay.
said I was.
Well,
If we Vincent?
I just want to take this scene up to Neresa's entrance.
Okay.
So, in other words, then if you could, I just want to stop the scene there. If we want to talk about it or whatever, I want to see how it
What page are you guys on?
goes.
Okay.
108.
Page 108.
108. Thank
I
you.
keep running back and forth. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be
Okay.
right
Well,
back.
go do your
Hey,
business.
What do you guys have a
Over here.
standard text that you use?
We
It's
do.
the puck versions that
Blue books Paul sends out.
that Paul Sugarman
Yeah.
publishes.
He
Yeah,
said
we
the
dropped
PDF.
Jennifer dropped it into the chat.
In
If you wanna
general,
pull
I
that
mean,
down.
See this? This is
that's
what.
only one play.
Yeah, well,
Right.
he has
Right.
every play that we do. He makes he has a booklet, and he said when we do it online, he sends a PDF. When we do them live in libraries, he hands out books.
Oh, okay.
some time ago, Paul decided to publish all the individual Shakespeare plays in a version called the
booklet.
Puck Shakespeare. So he has them all on PDFs, and he'll send them out to people. If you can do them live in libraries, he'll provide books.
Does he do it to emails? Because for some reason I can't seem.
You'll send the PDF as required.
Okay, I'll put my email in the chat.
Okay, and
Please do.
I'll forward it on to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Matt will do that then.
And just to make a note about the Puck Press editions, it's based on the first folio in modern type. We have also done some quarto editions. The little blue books are the folios, and we have yellow books for the quartos for alternate versions and things. Because I really believe that there's a lot of clues in the folio that have been edited out by modern editors. And
yes.
so that's why I like focusing on the original texts.
Well, the thing is, the folio is not just Shakespeare. They were put out together after his death, and many of them were stage manager's scripts. You can tell that some of the plays, if you've got a big long scene with lots of characters in it, they list all the characters at the beginning. Typical stage managers thing. These are the actors I've got to get ready for this scene. But yeah, the Puck scripts are great.
Yeah.
The perfect size to have in your hand when you're marching about. Oh, there we go.
Gets one into trouble though. I mean, I did The Tempest, playing Prospero's brother, the evil king.
Antonio?
directed by a lady whom I will not name, who at La Mama, and I came in with my first folio edition, and she was not pleased.
Ooh.
And every time we had a problem, I would immediately leap to my first folio transcript, and she was not happy about that. I think she had a crush
Yeah.
on Prospero, not the actor who played Prospero, but Prospero himself. You know,
She just wanted his books.
So,
yeah, you know, dreadful.
All right.
It was
Michael,
an
what role do
interesting
you want me to
exercise,
read?
though. Huh?
Michael, what role do you want me to read?
Oh, I think I got everybody. It's just those four parts. If you guys want to do the next scene afterwards, but I just want to take a break. I just want to stop
Okay.
it at that part where
So
When
Okay.
Michael's
Narissa
reading
comes,
Lorenzo.
you're stopping it
Jackie
when
is reading-
Narissa comes in, right?
yes.
Yeah. So Michael's reading
Yeah.
Lorenzo.
And then, I
Jackie's
just want to
reading
look at that scene and
Jessica.
just
Yes.
see where we
Kevin
go.
is going to
Yeah, I'm
read-
going all the way. I got to get back to my
Stefano.
page here. God.
Yeah.
This is a cold read for me, of course. Well, it is for everybody.
I'll read Lon's.
I've never read this
Let's
part.
go. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make sure we're all ready. Kevin, or do you have the script? Are you ready to go? We're
Yeah.
on page
Yeah.
108.
Yeah, correct. I do. 5-1, starting with Lorenzo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Seems like we're ready then. On our way.
The moon shines bright. Such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise in such a night. Troilus, methinks, mounted the Trojan walls, and sighed his soul toward the Grecian tents where Cressid lay that night.
In such a night did Thisbe fearfully o'ertrip the dew, and saw the lion's shadow ere himself, and ran dismayed away.
In such a night stood Dido with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks, and waft her love to come again to Carthage.
In such a night Medea gathered the enchanted herbs that did renew old Essen.
In such a night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with unthrift love did run from Venice as far as Belmont.
In such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, sealing her soul with many vows of faith and near a true one.
In such a night did pretty Jessica, like a little shrew, slander her love, and he forgave it her.
I would outnight you did nobody come, but hark, I hear the footing of a man.
Who comes so fast in silence of the night?
A friend?
A friend? What friend? Your name, I pray you, friend?
Stefano is my name, and I bring word my mistress will before the break of day be here at Belmont. She does stride about by holy crosses where he kneels and prays for happy wedlock hours.
Who comes with her?
None but a holy. I pray you, my sister, yet returned.
He is not, nor have we heard
Oh, my master,
from him, but I'm sorry, he is not, nor have we heard from him, but go in, I pray thee, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of the house.
La sola, wo sola,
Who calls?
sola.
Who calls?
Sola, did you see Monsieur Lorenzo? And then Lorenzo, sola, sola.
Leave hollowing, man, here.
Sola, where?
Here.
Tell him there's a post come from my master with his horn full of good news. My master will be here ere morning, sweet soul.
Oh, let's in, and they expect their coming. And yet no matter, why should we go in? My friend Stefan, signify, pray you, within the house, your mistress is at hand, and bring your music forth into the air. How sweet the moonlight slips upon this bank. Here will we sit, and let the sounds of music creep in our ears, soft stillness, and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. Sit, Jessica. Look how the floor of heaven is thick inlaid with patterns of bright gold. There's not the smallest orb which thou beholdest but in his motion, like an angel sings, still choiring to the young-eyed cherubims. Such harmony is in immortal souls. But whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. Come, ho, and wake Diana with a hymn, with sweetest touches pierce your mistress' ear, and draw her home with music.
I am never merry when I hear sweet music.
The reason is your spirits are attentive. For do but note a wild and wanton herd, a race of youthful and unhandled goats fetching mad bounds, bellowing and neighing loud, which is the hot condition of their blood. If they but hear, perchance, a trumpet sound, or an air of music touch their ears, you shall perceive them make a mutual stand, their savage eyes turn to a modest gaze by the sweet power of music. Therefore the poet did feign that Orpheus drew trees, stones, and floods, since not so stockfish hard and full of rage, but music for time doth change his nature. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treason, stratagems, and spoils the motion of his spirits. The motions of his spirits are dull as night, and his affections dark as Erebus. Let no such man be trusted. Mark the music.
Well done.
Nice.
I
I was
love that
playing with
speech.
very weird choices here, and I think Austin Pendleton would probably say, now, wait a minute, you've got to make one clear choice. I said, yeah, but I'm playing around with this, and I'm trying to, and I'm
Cold
also
reads are
trying
for exploring that way.
right, and I'm trying to,
It's
yeah, I don't know if you got what I was trying to do, if it came across. I have to see for myself. Angus, you probably hated it.
I thought you were great.
No, look, if Austin Pendleton says you've got to, whatever Austin Pendleton says, you have to ignore.
Oh, no, I love Austin Pendleton.
Man's a dick. I mean, really,
No, he was
We'll
right.
make sure we send a link to this recording to him.
I remember I was doing a scene from Spring Awakening. Oh my God.
Oy.
Really difficult scene. First of all, the translation alone was not the greatest because, you know, from the German to the English, whatever. But the writing of it is so, it's the suicide scene when he's about to kill himself and then he gets interrupted by his girlfriend. You know the play?
Well,
Spring
part of the problem, part of the problem is that you're dealing with American English versus a translation from German.
Right.
And American English has cadences that really don't fit very well with European languages.
Mhm.
And when you try and translate them, if they're it depends if the translator was American, I maybe it might have worked.
Uh-huh.
But if you're dealing with an English translator who's translating for British English, the cadences in British English are totally different from those in American English. We're not so nasal, we hit consonants more, and the rhythms of the language we speak is very different from the language that is normally spoken in America.
I think that's why the play isn't done very much, because I saw a production of Juilliard that wasn't even that good. I didn't take it either. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I remember I ended up at one point when I was in Manhattan doing, helping front of house at an HB Studios final production, and they were doing Streetcar. And the girl who was playing Blanche had a Brooklyn accent that she could not change.
Well, New Orleans is very similar.
And she's doing Brooklyn accent, reading Blanche Dubois, and you realize that Brooklyn have a very different rhythm from Southern.
That's true. You
American
got to slow
English.
it down.
And it was like, doors crashing all the time.
Yeah, but she could have done it.
The walls.
Listen, all you got to do to make New Orleans is you got to think Brooklyn, but you got to think that
No, it didn't work. Trust
No,
me.
because she didn't know how to get to
Oh, then it's
the
just
No,
southern drawl.
no, yeah, no, that's right. There was no drawl. There was no musicality in it. You know,
Yeah.
it was Brooklyn. It was harsh.
Ah.
Believe it or not, I did Spring Awakening in college, and we did it in rep with Much Ado About Nothing.
How'd you do? Who'd you play? Melkor?
No, I played one of the schoolboys. I had a couple of the smaller roles because in rep term you'd have a larger role in one of the plays and smaller role
How
in the
did it
next.
Yeah.
go? How was it? Because it's a very difficult play
Ooh, it
to
Oh,
make
was
sure.
work,
it
I think.
was
Oh, it's
hard going.
dreadful.
It's
It was
I
it's
what?
hard.
think I did it once, and I
Yeah.
played the minister at the graveside. I have vague
Mm,
memories of doing it, and
Yeah.
no
because
interest in going
I was
back to
in
it.
one of the other shows, and they didn't have enough people. They were doing two shows in parallel again, and
Mm.
they didn't have enough people, so I got roped in for that, and so I'd get dressed up and come on and do my bit, and then go off.
Mhm.
Ah,
we, uh, we could tell stories, awesome stories all night, but we should make sure we're reading some Shakespeare too.
Yes, I'm sorry.
What
It was actually on the subject of making one specific choice. That's how I got off on this. So
yeah,
back to
yes.
Shakespeare, is that when you're in rehearsal performing, you're going to try different things. You're exploring
yeah.
this, what you're doing. And that's what I was doing. So that's what I'm trying to get at here is what this scene is really about, because I refuse to accept this scene as a simple love scene where they're playing around together. And
The
they're
way
doing they're,
Well,
I mean, who they're
written
referring
into
to.
all Shakespeare, there
They
are
seem to be
multiple.
accusing each other too at one point.
Yes, it's blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see. There's an accusation. He accuses her of not being available or being fooling around with somebody else, and she accuses him of not being around when she needed him. They
No,
seem to be having a problem with each other.
no, you've got to look what just happened just before. Just before
Ran away
this
from home.
scene,
Yeah.
or just before this scene, Antonio talked Bassanio into giving the ring to the whatever he's
Yeah,
called, Portia's dress
Portia.
disguise. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the scene that happens just before.
Right.
Okay. Now
Mhm.
you've got this scene of this couple in at Portia's gorgeous estate, waiting for her to come home, sitting quite comfortably. They know what happened. Paul and I were discussing this. They don't know. Of course they know. He's friends with Bassanio. He had money to get his friend Antonio out of jail and to pay the bond a long time ago. Whose money did he have? He had Jessica's money. Jessica's good friends with all these people now. Bassanio is his friend. Lorenzo's Gratiano is his friend. They were there when he was getting the money. They went and they partied with it. Now they're at Portia's waiting for her to come home. He's going to go, oh, you've given us mana. They
Always
didn't give a
struck
shit
me,
about their friend Antonio. They didn't
always
care about
struck
their
me
friend
as a
Antonio.
very sad scene.
It's a sad scene because you know what it is. It's that they're both suffering from guilt. They made a
Yeah, yeah,
mistake.
yeah, yeah.
And her father, now he's going to get that hasn't happened yet. They're okay. He's all screwed. And then Portia gives the deed to them. Well, who gets the deed? Her husband. She doesn't get the money. He's going to control the money.
Oh, yeah.
So when I saw Daniel Sullivan do his production, I'm still telling you, I couldn't move. And I went back to see it again. And every time I saw it, everybody's applauding. And I'm like, oh, God.
Well, Daniel
Wait, can I just tell you what happened? Lorenzo, the last scene with the ring, which of course means her vagina. That's what it really is about. It's about vaginas at that point. That's what it's about. Nerissa's
Okay.
ring. Gratiano only cares about getting his Nerissa's ring. Yeah. Anyway, he's outside. They have a pond on this stage. And she's sitting by the pond in Nerissa's courtyard. They come out, they're having a nice party time. And just before that, they can't even look at each other. They're all in the room, and Antonio comes up to Bassanio for like a hug, and Bassanio pushes him away.
Hmm.
And he just walks on. They can't even look at each other. Okay. Then they come outside, and Lorenzo's sitting by the pond alone, looking at the deed. Lorenzo is upstage with Gratiano. He gives the last line about the ring. I got a ring, you know. They walk off stage, upstage. Daniel Sullivan couldn't have made it clearer. She looks upstage where he just exits. She looks back down at the deed. She tosses it in the pond.
Hmm.
Blackout. I just got to
Interesting.
chill again. Blackout.
Interesting.
Okay, so then, but this is, you guys got to read Shakespeare in a Divided America if you haven't read it yet. I'm reading it now. It's devastating.
Shapiro.
Have you? Yes. Have you read
Shapiro.
it?
I one of the many books I've owned but haven't read yet.
Oh God, read it now, please. It's
Even
so,
more appropriate, unfortunately.
But
because I was
Daniel
at the
Sullivan is not the best director
Bellator
in
for the
the
Julius
world by
Caesar.
any means.
I'm sorry? What?
Daniel Sullivan is not the best director in the world by
Oh,
any means.
I
He's done
adore
some-
him. I'm sorry. I know we disagree here, but Angus, I have seen several Daniel Sullivan productions, and I am telling you, the man to me is a channel. And he
No,
also gives
I'm
credit to
afraid
the
he's
actors.
yeah, no, I'm going to disagree on that. I think he's grotesquely overrated.
He directed My House
Yeah.
on the Front Page years ago, and it was wonderful. I
Oh
think he
Jesus,
loved
I think he's the greatest director in the theater and
I've
Mike
always
Nichols
liked
is great too.
We'll,
But I
we'll,
don't know.
we'll have to agree to disagree, I think, on this one
Yeah.
until next time.
Yeah.
Are there any other scenes or sonnets that anyone wants to read? Pretty good selection. I'm glad we went back with Merchant because as I was trying to think of things to possibly read, I mean, think of all the different approaches to love and affection and romantic love and brotherly love and friendship that Shakespeare, laces his plays with. We could spend multiple evenings just having different approaches to it.
You want to read the
I read it
Antonio
as well.
Bassanio
Can I
scene?
just ask a question?
Sure.
The new film Hamnet that's come.
Hamnet.
Mm.
Haven't seen
Why
it yet.
did they and what's the logic for changing Anne Hathaway's name to whatever it was?
Agnes.
Agnes.
I think it was because they found they found some legal document where
Okay.
she was referred to by that name rather than just Anne, and
I
I
gotta
think
see
that's
that.
what
Yeah.
they hung it all on. That
Well,
was
I
what I
mean,
heard.
things change dramatically all the time. I mean, everybody normally says that Shakespeare went off to London and left her behind, and they had separate lives at that point, and he would go back occasionally. But the latest evidence shows that Anne Hathaway went down to London with him, and there are legal documents that have been found where she was the named correspondent in a legal case against someone who was trying to fiddle rents. That she was actually with him for a while. So we all have to rethink these things.
I was so happy when that was published.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
about a year
cool.
ago now. It's
Yeah.
like, no, that she was with him as well.
Yeah.
That there wasn't this distance, and it warmed my heart to know that there's a new piece of evidence to illuminate that. I was so happy to hear that. And I having that in the back of my head, watching Hamnet, I think that informed the ending a little bit too. Not strongly, but knowing that helped me feel better about about the way that they played him wanting her to come to London. And it just added verisimilitude to that. It wasn't just for the sake of the plot.
Well, I've said this before, and I'll do it again. If you look at Henry the Sixth, which was written just after Hamnet died, the two biggest the best descriptions of how you handle grief after the death of a loved one are dropped just gently into Henry the Sixth when the Duchess is talking about her son's death, and she's moaning and wailing, and the lords are all saying, "Oh, for God's sake, shut up! You're being irritating." and she turns down and does the grief fills the room up of my absent child, puts on his clothes and walks about with him. That's the early stages of grief, where you, every time you turn round, they're around you. You haven't got rid of them yet. You haven't lost them. They're still part of your life. And then later on, when the king's going, and I can't remember who says it, there is the later speech of I am the signet to that pale faint swan that chants his doleful hymn to his own death, and from the altar pipe of frailty sings his soul and body to his lasting rest. By that stage, you've gone to the second stage of grief, where you can accept the loss, but it still hurts. And I think Henry VI shows how Shakespeare adapted and how he understood how you handle grief with the loss of a loved one.
Do you remember which part, 1, 2, or 3 of Henry VI? Do you remember which one that's from? Offhand, Angus?
No, sorry, King John. King John.
Okay, John. Okay.
Which was written in.
It is. I was going to say I knew this play and I knew this scene, but I don't think it's from Henry.
No, it's not.
Right,
It's King.
right,
It's King
right.
John.
Right,
And it's
Arthur.
Duchess talking about the
Arthur.
little boys being killed. Is the
Arthur.
first part
Yeah.
when it really hurts.
Yes.
And I remember when my dad died, I would wake up, something would happen, and I would want to turn around and talk to my dad and tell him about something I'd just seen. And I went through those exact same stages of grief at the loss of my father.
You were just wonderfully reciting one of those lines. I've got the PDF of King John up. Give me one of those lines again for me to search the text.
The first one is
Walks.
grief fills the room up of my absent child, puts on his clothes and walks about with me. And then the second one is much later, and it's referring to the king. I mean, but he's using his experience and putting them in the mouths of the characters. And the second one is, I am the signet to that pale, faint swan that chants a doleful hymn to his own death, and from the altar pipe of frailty sings his soul and body to his lasting rest. Do any of you know the Canadian television series Slings and Arrows?
A friend of mine gave it to me a couple years ago. I haven't watched it yet.
You must.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, Slings and Arrows. Tell us about it. I want to see it.
Absolutely brilliant.
All right.
Because at one point when the artistic director walked out drunk and walked under the wheels of a bus and is killed, and when they come to scatter his ashes, the lead says I am the signet to that pale faint swan, and it's they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They're funny, but they're also
no. Finish your thought, and then I'm going to read. I'm going to read those. I've got it up now. That's
that kind of perception, and it's also the willingness of Shakespeare in a way to expose himself in his writing. Everything was grist to his mill. Yeah. And he used what he was feeling to express through characters what he knew they would be feeling at that time. Absolutely brilliant.
Right.
So the scene that Angus is the first one, Act 3, Scene 4, and King Philip and Constance are speaking, and King Philip prompts Constance with the line, "You're as fond of grief as of your child." And she replies, "Grief fills the room up of my absent child, lies in his bed, walks up and down with me, puts on his pretty looks, repeats his words, remembers me of all his gracious parts, stuffs out his vacant garments with his form, then have I reason to be fond of grief? Fare you well. Had you such a loss as I could give better comfort than you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It really is.
Mm. I'm welling up just reading that. I've never read that before. I've never read John.
Yeah, but they're tucked away. No, I mean, King John is so rarely done because it's not a particularly brilliant play. But I do believe that tucked away in it are Shakespeare's understanding of how you handle grief. I mean, we should be talking about love because we're getting into but
grief is when
it's
love,
part of love.
the
Yeah,
absence is love, the absence of the loved.
Talking about Constance and King
It's
John.
very important to get a good child actor to play Arthur.
Mm.
Because a bad child actor as Arthur, I saw it in I don't want to, we saw, I think I told you this story, and that was the problem, is that Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh God.
So that when it got to the Arthur scene, thank God, Sonia and I were sitting in the back because I just lost it. I couldn't stop laughing, and she was laughing. And subconsciously, all I could think about was, what, the curtains, from Monty Python. And it was because the Arthur was very whiny. The kid was playing him.
Well,
and
if you look at the Scottish,
written that way.
Yeah, but
Mommy, Daddy, don't fight,
But if you look at the Scottish play and Macduff's children,
yeah,
you really want them to kill that little boy as
but that's why you
quickly
gotta
as
have good
possible
actors.
because he's driving you crazy.
Yeah, you have to have good actors.
Oh yeah,
really committed, so that you have real empathy for them. And
that's right, and it's very difficult with some of these things because
art is the hardest part to cast, probably.
That was one of my favorite parts. When I directed it a couple years ago and cast this sweet little 8-year-old girl. I swapped the role around. And she was the sweetest thing. Handled the language really well for an 8-year-old. She was great.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I staged the murder on stage and had the murderer knife her right in front of the audience. There was one night her grandparents were sitting in the front row, so it's like, yes, I did block your granddaughter to get murdered right in front.
She doesn't get murdered. She falls to her death. He doesn't. He falls to his death trying to escape. He doesn't.
It's off stage. It's off stage. The Macduffs die off stage.
Oh, you're talking about the Macduff. I'm sorry. I was talking about Arthur. I was talking about King John.
Arthur falls.
Right, and that's why we laughed, because it's the scene from Monty Python.
Yeah.
Where he falls to his death.
It's sad because he's been let out. They're sent to take his eyes out.
Right, it's a horrible, tragic scene. Yes,
Right.
but you cannot watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and you have to have a good actor to play the part. And you can't. You got to remember.
But there are all these moments that we all have. I mean, for years everybody said, I should play Lear, but then I would say, no, it's a boring. He's boring. He's a shit. I mean, he dumps his daughters and sets up this thing where everybody's going to attack everybody else. And they said, well, would you do Gloucester? And I really couldn't do Gloucester because I saw a production done by a friend of mine, and in order to poke Gloucester's eyes out, they put him in a chair, pushed the chair backwards, and the guy playing Gloucester was a bit short and dumpy. And as they're hacking his eyes out, I had this image in my mind of these two legs over the chair flapping up and down. Funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. And I thought, no, I'm not going to play Gloucester ever. I can't get that image out of my mind.
Laughs.
It's not possible. I mean,
did it get laughs when they did it?
No, because they were friends of mine. You couldn't laugh. No,
Right.
you didn't do that. I'm
No.
just thinking, oh my God,
I'm telling you, when
I
did
tell you
they?
my worst,
Yeah.
my worst moment, one of my worst moments in theatre, I was doing Othello in Norwich of all places. And uh, towards the middle, when Desdemona doesn't understand what's going on and she
Yeah.
tries to calm me down, and I thump her and push her backwards and she falls down, and then I go over and she's in a long Victorian style dress, and it's when I'm going to humiliate her and eventually throw her the money as if she's a whore. And I'm doing that, and I've got my hand up her skirt, and she's writhing on the floor. And I look up, and my wife and my father are in the front row of the theater watching me do this. And I got hell when I got back home. That was when she met me afterwards. She said, couldn't you have told me I'm sitting there with your father? Thinking, oh, shit. Yeah. Ah. Well,
But
they
then it would be
cast
a
this.
surprise.
Yeah, they cast this girl as Desdemona, who'd been brought up by very liberal, weird parents who had who had home tutored her.
Mhm.
And she'd never acted before, and they dropped her into Desdemona. And
Wow.
she was great. She just responded. Whatever
Mm.
you did, she picked it up and responded, and she was brilliant.
Oh,
She
Yes.
really was great.
Wow.
No
The
bad
trouble
habits for
was
you.
she then
Excellent.
fixated on me, and that was a bit of a problem for a few weeks afterwards. She kept on calling me and
Oh, really?
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, when Othello comes in Cyprus, and the troops are brought up, and they're standing waiting to be inspected, and he just goes straight past them and goes straight to Desdemona, and he enfolds her in his arms, and it's the great love reunion at that point. And the director's wife said she was embarrassed by it. And I thought, oh God, did I really screw it up? And she did, no, it wasn't that. It was just that I felt I was a voyeur. I was looking at something that should have been totally private. And it was being,
That's great
oh my, I
theater.
thought, oh, well,
Oh,
I
God.
guess that's
Listen,
praise. Yeah.
when I sat on the front row on closing night of Merchant of Venice and watching Lily Robb, and I can't remember the other actress's name who played Nerissa, the two of them on stage, I was right in the front. I felt so intimate with them that I couldn't wait to get my seat a few rows back in the second act. They set us there because we came in late, but I had a
Yeah.
great seat, eighth row center. I couldn't wait for Act Two to move back. I
That's
felt
why
too much like I was in the room with them.
well, that's why I don't sit in the front in
But
plays
they're
anymore.
so real. But it was like I really felt like a fly in the wall. I felt like I was in the middle of an intimate conversation.
Well, the
Yeah,
problem is
good.
we're all actors.
yes.
And when we're stuck in the front row and that close, you feel you have to respond. But then we start responding as actors
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
I just like
you know what the cast is expecting, and
I felt
it's
like a spy.
really not good.
I felt like a spy. Instead
Yeah,
of an audience,
that's
I
right.
felt like I
That's
was a
right.
spy.
That's right.
That close up.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Jennifer or Jackie, anything that you wanted to read or wanted to take a crack at?
Oh,
I have
Or Kevin, was there anything that you had in mind that you
a
might
little
want to read?
soliloquy I could read if you want.
Do.
I can do it. I can also do
What you got there, Jackie?
Oh,
Oh, sonnets. Okay.
I have Shakespeare sonnet number 8 I could read.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Sounds
Please.
good.
Okay, all right. Music to hear. Why hearest thou music sadly? Sweets with sweets, war not, joy delights in joy. Why lovest thou that which thou recantst not gladly, or else receivest with pleasure thine annoy. If the true concord of well-tuned sounds by unions married do offend thine ear, they do but sweetly chide thee, who confounds in singleness the parts that thou shouldst bear. Mark how one string, sweet husband, to another strikes each in each by mutual ordering, resembling sire and child and happy mother, who all in one pleasing note do sing, whose speechless song being many, seemly one, sings this to thee, thou single wilt prove none. Anyway, it's about trying to get a man to be open to being married. He's like a young man and he's being put off, he'd rather have jazz and stuff like that. The sweet songs annoy him and
Yeah.
it's about the mother doesn't want him to be single, she wants him to get married, right? So it's actually very pretty. It's number 8.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you.
Welcome. I could read it better another time, but I kind of the first reading aloud to people is sloppy, right?
Always.
Yeah.
Kevin or Kenny, is there anything that you wanted to read tonight?
I've just got one bit of Falstaff that I haven't done in a while. I just wanted to play with it.
Sure. Do you need anyone else to say it with you, or is it a monologue?
It's like a short monologue. It's King Henry the Fourth, Part 1, Scene 5.1. Lines are around 120 marked in the one I have. It's Falstaff is talking with the prince. Where Falstaff says, Hal, if thou see me down in the battle and bestride me so, 'tis the point of friendship.
All right, I've got that up. I'm happy to read the prince if you like.
Sure, that'd be great.
Whenever you're ready.
Hal, if thou see me down in the battle and bestride me so, 'tis a point of friendship.
Nothing but a Colossus can do thee that friendship. Say thy prayers and farewell.
I would, 'twere bedtime, Hal, and all well.
Thou owest God a death.
'Tis not due yet. I would be loath to pay him before his day. What need I be so forward with him that calls not on me? Well, 'tis no matter. Honor pricks me on. Yea, but how would honor prick me off when I come on? How then? An honor set to a leg? No. Or an arm? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor hath no skill in surgery then? Oh, what is honor? The word. What is in that word honor? What is that honor? A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died a Wednesday. Doth he feel it? No. Doth he hear it? No. 'Tis insensible then? Yea, to the dead. But will it not live with the living? No. Why? The traction will not suffer it. Therefore, I'll none of it. Honor is a mere scutcheon. And so ends my catechism.
Very good.
John.
That was good.
Very nice.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm hoping to
Very
play
clear.
Falstaff on stage one day, but I've only played it on the radio so far.
Where
Okay.
are you in the New York, where are you in the New York area? Or?
I'm in Southern California, and I'm affiliated. I'm a member of the company at a place called the Long Beach Shakespeare Company, and
Okay.
we do radio plays as well as stage plays.
So
Great.
do the Zoom
And
reading
I
with
play-
us when we do Henry IV, whoever casts it, make sure you get in there and do it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully,
Great.
Kevin, you're now on the mailing list, so
Yeah.
you're getting the information.
Yeah, I just put my email on the chat.
Kevin,
Good.
When they
Good.
do Henry IV Part 2, I want to do Shallow again, and I'd love to do Shallow with your false.
So how
When I
did
was
you
working when I was doing stuff in Norwich, I always remember we got together and somebody was invited in, a quote professional, to talk to us about, doing theatre. And he made the gross mistake of saying, well, amateurs shouldn't ever be allowed to do Shakespeare. And there was almost a riot in the place. I mean, I've been acting for what? I'm 77 now, so it's about 60 odd years. And I worked professionally, and I've worked in community theatre and amdrams in the UK. And there are only two kinds of people: actors and people who can't act. And that's basically it. I've worked with so-called professionals who shouldn't be allowed within about 100 miles of a stage. They got their equity card because they appeared as a barman in some god-awful soap on BBC television, and I've worked with professionals who were good. They weren't, but theatre in this country is so difficult to make money on that unless you're in the West End, um, they have to get another job, and then they keep themselves alive and they keep themselves active by working in amdrams. Some are awful and some are brilliant. I'm getting to the stage in London now that I've sort of sorted out the bad ones from the ones that could be really quite interesting. Yeah.
I identify with all that because I
I'd
was
much rather work with someone that considers himself an amateur but shows up on time, knows their lines, is interesting to interact with than someone that
Doesn't
has
bump into the furniture.
That's right.
That's what Guru Bankhead said.
Doesn't trip
Nevertheless,
over
it's
pearls.
required.
Say your lines, darling, and don't bump into the phone.
That's right.
We're coming up on the top of the hour, and I think for the sake of the recording and the streaming, we should probably come around to wrapping up soon. Is there anything else that anyone wanted to read before we cut the
I thought
internet?
it would have been fun to do the Bassanio Antonio scene where Bassanio tells him about how he's going to go off to Portia, but we don't have to. I just thought it would be fun since we're talking about love and
Yeah, let's get back to love and off death and things, I mean, at my age, that's looming large on the horizon, so let's not deal with that.
Okay.
Hopefully
we
many
did
years
that
away.
scene in a
for
bathhouse.
Polonius?
We did that scene in a bathhouse. Stephen Porter hated it.
Which acting
You
scene?
want to do
Michael?
it? Oh, you want to do it? Okay, let's.
Yeah.
You're going to play
Do it.
Bassanio, and I'm going to do Antonio. It's when you're about to after. Hold on, I got to get my thing on. It's after Grattanio and them split, and you're kind of I'm kind of melancholy because I'm
Is
worried
this
about
Act 1, Scene 1?
Yeah, and it's hold on, it's right here. Let me just get it myself. Hi, Cookie. Cookie just came on my lap here.
Hi, Cookie. Yeah.
I got it.
She has a very expressive tail.
She's a good crush. I like her. You should see the face. She looks like Betty Boop. Betty
yeah,
Boop?
yeah,
She looks like
she
Betty
does.
Boop. She has these Betty Boop eyes.
Oh, Kevin, you've got your picture up.
All right, hold on. Let me get here now.
Yeah, I
All right.
remembered that I had a picture photo. So that's us
Okay, I got it.
in
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
at the site of the what is it? Game of Thrones, one of the Game of Thrones forts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, fun.
What, in Ireland?
In Northern Ireland, and I think it was Belfast or somewhere north of.
Yeah, cool. Looking good.
Thanks.
Okay.
That was
Hey,
fun.
reenactment.
And who did you want to have read Bassanio for you, Michael?
You want to do it?
Sure, be happy to. I've
All
got
right,
it up
I'm going to
ready.
do Antonio right after Gratiano exits.
Got it.
Is that anything now?
Graziano speaks an infinite deal of nothing. More than any man in all Venice, his reasons are 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search.
Well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of?
'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Nor do I now make money to be abridged from such a noble rate, but my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts wherein my time something too prodigal hath left me gagged. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburthen all my plots and purposes how to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stand as you yourself still do, within the eye of honor, be assured, my purse, my person, my extremest means lie all locked to your occasions.
My school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight, the self-same way, with more advised watch to find the other forth. By adventuring both, I oft found both. I urged this childhood proof, because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a wilful youth, that which I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow, that self way which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt, as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring your latter hazard back again, and thankfully rest debtor for the first.
You know me well, and here and spend but time to wind about my love with circumstance, and out of doubt you do me wrong in making question of my uttermost, than if ye made waste of all I have. Then do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may it be done. And I am
We're breaking up, Michael.
present to it, therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left, and she
What?
is in Belmont is a lady richly left, and she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. Her name is Portia. Nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter Brutus Portia, or nor to the wide world ignorant of her worth, for the 4 winds blow in from every coast renowned suitors, and her sunny locks hang on her temples like a golden fleece, which makes her seat of Belmont Cholcostrand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind presages me such thrift that I should questionless be fortunate.
Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea, and neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore, go forth, try what my credit can in Venice do. That shall be racked even to the uttermost to further thee to Belmont. Fair Portia, go presently inquire, and so will I where money is, and I no question make to have it of my trust, or for my own sake.
And they exit. Nice. God, I have not read that play in 35 years. but there's Shakespeare for it. It was all in my head. I mean, I could hear it from years ago. Good stuff. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. That was fun. All right. I'll be the auctioneer here, and for the sake of our recording and streaming. Oh, there's Paul. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, yeah, thank you all so much. This was great. I've finally finished, and so it was good listening to you all and hearing that. It was great, and thank you all so much. Yeah, it was great. I'm gonna finish off with one sonnet. I want to do 130.
Yes.
Oh, can I do one
Please.
speech as well? Short one?
Yeah.
Sure, you go
Okay.
first, Ken. What do you want to do?
Oh, let me see. It's I think it's Somewhere in Act 4 of Love's Labour's Lost.
Mm.
Trying to find it.
Okay, let me do this sonnet first and then you can do it.
Okay.
All right. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are dun. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damasked red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. And in some perfumes is there more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. And yet, by heaven, I think my love as rare as any she, belied with false compare.
Very nice.
Yay.
Which sonnet
good.
was that?
It was
130.
good. I kept breaking up. I
130.
keep losing my connection. It was
Yeah,
good, but I kept
Nice one,
missing
Paul. Thank you.
Thanks.
So
Okay.
leave it to Shakespeare to, in just a few lines of poetry, to absolutely give us a perfectly clear image of this man's perception of this woman. The guy's got some talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny, did you find your place yet in Love's Labour's
Yes,
Lost?
yes. This is the top of Act 4, Scene 3, Barone. The king, he is hunting the deer. I am coursing myself. They have pitched to toil. I am toiling in a pitch. Pitch that defiles. Defile. A foul word. Well, set thee down, sorrow, for so they say the fool said, and so say I, and I, the fool, well proved wit. By the Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep. It kills me, I a sheep. Well proved again on my side. I will not love. If I do, hang me. If faith I will not. Oh, but her eye. By this light, but for her eye, I would not love her. Yes, for her 2 eyes. Well, I do nothing in the world but lie, and lie in my throat. By heaven, I do love, and it hath taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. And here is part of my rhyme, and here my melancholy. Well, she hath one of my sonnets already. The clown bore it, the fool sent it, and the lady hath it. Sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweetest lady. By the world, I would not care a pin if the other 3 were in. Oh, here comes one with a paper. God give him grace to groan. And that's it.
Thank you, Kenny. Nice. Very nice.
At you then, affection's men-at-arms. Consider what you first did swear unto, to fast, to study, and to see no women. Flat treason get king's state of youth. So can you fast? Your stomachs are too, what is it? Your stomachs are too wide, and abstinence engenders malady. And I can't remember the rest of it.
Too young. Your stomachs are too young.
You got a great start through it.
Yeah.
That's a great piece. That's a
Yes.
great Barone. I did that years ago, and somebody told me that it's a real for a young Shakespeare actor, but I was, it was one of my first monologues I did. Goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
But if you make the imagery work, then better now I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get to link to the audience. It either works or it doesn't. If you haven't got it working, then you might as well go home and have a cup of tea.
I just remember when I was first learning, studying at the Institute of a place what I not recommend.
You break it up.
But my friend Robin, who was an actor, I was working with him on the monologue. He said, just give attention to the imagery. And then I started getting it, affection men at arms, to fast, to study, and to see no women. Flat treason against the kingly state of youth.
See the images in your head.
Yeah.
And play
I
them.
mean, yeah. And then, it's a great piece about the will to, lust is a natural thing. It's part of who you are. It's your lower, it's your lower chakra that should not be judged against. It's where red is. It's what keeps you alive. It's your survival mode. It's your appetite. That's why they put red in restaurants, because it appetite going. Red. That's your that's the base chakra that keeps you survival, that everybody has judged lust.
All right, Paul, are you okay with us calling it a night here? Do you have any final words? Looks like maybe Paul
He's
is
probably
returned to
driving home now.
his appointed duties. Oh,
Well, there
Yeah,
he
no,
is.
that's okay. Yeah, I think it's good to end it now. Thank you all so much. We're going to have a new thing coming up. I've got to figure out the exact time, but we're doing King Lear on Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
At what is it we want to do it at, Jennifer? 2:30 or 3? What do you think?
Either of those is fine.
You're doing a Zoom
move
then,
up
I
the
guess, but they ain't
time.
doing it in text.
Yeah.
You move up the time though, because I probably can't make it by 1 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'll send out an email with more information on that. So,
Sounds
but
good.
thank you all
I
so
would do
much.
one of the women if you have a woman for me. Right.
Yeah,
I'll do
Jennifer's going to be
anything but
play
Wall
mastering
Street.
it. So,
Okay.
I'd
I'm
like
the master. Okay. Can make
Great.
it goneril if you want, Jackie.
Okay, I'll do
Breaking
that.
up again.
all right. Well, thank you all. And yes, this is the Instant Shakespeare Company. And thanks so much all for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Paul.